How do we turn on any routing protocol? We do that by using the router command. We can see that router command right here. We follow that up with EIGRP and then the autonomous system number. Now that has to match. That must match between all of the routers in our autonomous system. By the way, this doesn't have to be a registered value, and it shouldn't match your BGP autonomous system number. BGP ASs and EIGRP ASs are similar, but also very different. BGP ASs, those have to be registered. So let's go to our environment and test this out. Do they really have to match? Well, I think so. Let's go to R3 and R4, some adjacent routers. We'll verify if we have EIGRP enabled, and it looks like we do not. So I'll just configure both of these simultaneously, in fact. Do a show IP protocols here. Good. That message nonstop forwarding. Let's not worry about that. Do a router EIGRP1. Actually, I'm going to do a router question mark, and we'll see all of our choices here. We'll choose EIGRP. Again, we'll use the question mark, and we'll find that we have an autonomous system range. It's really a 16-bit range, 1 through 65,535. We need to match. And I'll set it up so that it does match at first. Do a network command. Now the network command is going to be necessary for me to show this. Basically just says, here are the interfaces that are participating in EIGRP. And we'll set these two routers up. And we expect a neighborship to form. That neighborship formed because I had EIGRP running on two adjacent routers, R3 and R4. We're agreeing on the autonomous system number, and we are running on the common interface. The running element is based on the network command. More on that later. But let's create a situation where it isn't a perfect world. And by the way, we do have an adjacency. Can show that with show IP EIGRP neighbors. We have an adjacency. The number of rows is the number of adjacencies. No other EIGRP going on. Let's get rid of EIGRP 100 and let's see if the exact same config would have worked under EIGRP Autonomous System 101. Will we have a neighborship? No neighborship yet. And we could be waiting forever. Why? Because this is a mismatched situation. So I'm going to correct this situation. I'm going to say no router EIGRP 101. I don't want multiple instances running, and then I'll rebuild it. We'll get that proper config, and then we'll verify our config. We'll look at our autonomous system number with the show IP protocols command. We can see the AS number there. I can see the AS number if I do a show run section EIGRP. We'll look at that. The deny statement is part of an access control list that I could remove, but right here, we've got EIGRP running for the proper autonomous system. So look for a match between all of the routers in your config, in your environment. There needs to be a match of the AS number.